Forest are going to get the easiest 3 points they could ever dream of tonight against the little village that is in Portsmouth. Or are we being overconfident on this one? Good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever in the world you are. Whatever time of day you're watching this, hope you're doing well, and welcome to the match preview as Forest travel down to a little village in Portsmouth and take on the Saints. The Saints with the dumbest logo I've ever seen because they claim there's a tree in there. It looks more like a piece of broccoli than an actual tree, and then a bloody halo with wings and a scarf. Go have a look at their emblem. What the hell's going on in that emblem? Seriously. Anyway, we've got them tonight and they are so low on morale. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. This should be an absolute walk in the park. Am I going too far with this? Am I being too cocky and too confident? Probably, because I do every now and then wake up in the middle of the night over this last week, breaking in sweat, remembering Boring Mouth, remembering Mitrovic FC, and remembering Wolves and Aston Vanilla. But are we a different team? That's what you guys keep telling me right now. This, for me, is the start. This is no more excuses. This isn't no more gelling this and gelling that, and we've got to develop this and develop that. This has to be a win. I'm not saying it's a must win. I'm saying it's a have to win. It's slightly different for me because Cooper can't have any excuses. There's nothing he can hide behind on this one. We can't say it was a top 6 team. We can't say we haven't had time. The games are going to start running out sooner rather than later. They're going to sneak up on us and we're going to miss it. So this has to be a must. What did I say it was called? A have to win game, not a must win game. So that's my thoughts on it. I want to know what you guys think though. Are you overconfident? And from the time we spent last night with the legend that is Megaphone Man, and big shout out to Rads and Rad's dad for coming into the show as well. And then speaking to you guys, everyone seems cockily confident. And it worries me a little. I don't mind when it's just me being the cocky, confident, little arrogant git. But when all of us become this, then I start to worry. It's weird. I don't know. I can't explain the psychology to you guys. But that's just how I feel. It's like, should we take a step back and remember those games? But you all keep telling me we're a different team. So for me, no more bollocks about gelling. No more bollocks about give them time. No more bollocks about anything. We have to win this game. This game takes us out of the top 3. This today should be and will be the last day that Nottingham Forest are in that bottom 3, and we can progress up to where we should be, which is that top 4 team that I predicted at the start of the season. Yes, I'm fully back with my cockiness. Let's hope I'm not shot down after the game. What I want to do today is obviously go through the predicted lineup, and I'm going to tell you my preferred team as well. And we kind of know that my preferred team is going to be the best team we can choose because, well, what do I know? But anyway, the point here is SCARPA. Is Scarpinia going to be unleashed on Southampton? The answer for me, I think, is going to be a no. I put out a poll on Twitter. If you haven't already, please do go cast your vote before the match because I want to know, would you start him or would you sub him? And I was shocked to see that 70% nearly of the fan base have gone with SCARPA to be benched. I'm like, boys and girls, what the are you guys on? This is our secret weapon. This is our savior. This is the guy who's going to turn our season around. Scarpinia, I'm not putting any pressure on you. I love you, man. But put him on the pitch. Remember what he looked like against Valencia. Remember what he looked like against Olympiacos. And remember what he looks like against Astro Farms. Well, we don't because none of us got to see it. But the point is, when people don't know about him and we know what he can bring to the pitch, we need to use him. The crossing ability, the long range shots, the dead ball situations, the bandana, the skateboard, all of that in one neat, beautiful package that is this man. Let's get him on the pitch. I'm going to show you the predicted team in a second, but before I do, just a quick reminder to please firstly like and subscribe to the channel. We've also got so much content coming out at the moment. It's crazy. I think yesterday we broke a record and had 5 different streams or videos for you guys to watch. I really have to. I don't do this too much, but I've got to get the begging bowl out and say to you guys, please do, at the very least, drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's content. It was designed to cater for all people and for all segments of the fan base. If you wanted something serious, Dino from the High Press, part of our channel, conducted an outstanding interview with The Athletic and Jacob from them. So if you haven't seen that, please go and watch it. It was absolutely fantastic. We had the transfer videos, which you guys all seem to love. We had the injury update videos. We had the showdown where I went on to match day vlogs from Southampton, and we had them on our channel as well. And then we had the locker room where you guys were calling in and we were getting your views. That was all in one day, but this all has a lot of production cost. It all has a lot of time. Honestly, I've been sleeping like 3 hours a night, but it's fine because I love doing this. So if you do want to support us, please, 99p to become a member. And that gives you perks as well. Goes a long way to help supporting with the cost of production. Anyway, begging bowl back in, and let's get on and have a look at the projected team. So with no new injuries picked up from the, who did we play again? Chelsea game. Let's bring the team up, and this is the team that started, and I think this is the team that will probably start against Southampton. Now, am I 100% hell-bent sold on it? No, because Awoni is not playing in his correct position. It's absolutely criminal that he's playing out on the left. It's, in fact, stupidity that he put out on the left. He did put a good shift in, I'm not denying that, but put him down the middle where he was most effective, as we saw in the second half. Forest had 9 shots at one point to Chelsea's 0, and Awoni was the instigator of battling and muscling and absolutely destroying the likes of Koulibaly. Morgan Gibbs-White needs to play in the middle, and this is Cooper's dilemma. I have the solution for you, Cooper. You're just not listening to me, man. But anyway, I think Johnson will still play. And for me, Johnson needs some time out of the limelight. He's not cutting it. He overperformed last season, and he needs to progress at a better pace in terms of, we need to progress him, should I say, at a more consistent and better pace. Instead of putting too much pressure on him, let's blood him in like some of the bigger clubs do and develop him at the right pace. The midfield 3 is fine. It's quite well balanced. Freuler was brilliant when he stepped up. In fact, the whole midfield against Chelsea in the second half was playing 5 to 10 yards up the pitch. And this is going to be so important against Southampton. Their fan base right now is so toxic and so ready to turn on that bell-end Nathan Jones that we have to come out of the blocks in this match pressing. I can't say it's enough. If we press them, if we play higher up the pitch, if we get that first goal, we will turn the fans against the Southampton players. And that in itself will win us the match. Nothing else needs to happen. They have no attacking threat. Shay Adams, who can't decide if he's English, Scottish, Irish, French, or whatever, he's crap. And I told you guys in the summer I wanted nothing to do with him and Mopé, and thank God we didn't get either one of them. But if Freuler steps up into that higher part of the midfield, Mangala may be playing slightly deeper, Ryan Yates there battling away, the midfield's going to be fine. What we need to see is Bolly and Worrell be consistent. I know Bolly had a great game. I know you guys thought I was harshing him in the player ratings, but I still do attribute some of the blames on him for Chelsea's goal. However, there's still the mistakes in them. I'm sorry, but Worrell still isn't good enough to be captain and lead that defensive lineup. Just my opinion, but I'm telling it to you straight. Once Niakate is back in, and we gave you the update on him yesterday, we expect him back by the end of the month, probably back in the team early in February, then Bolly can move over to the right-hand side, and we got 2 absolute monsters in the defense. Aurier's unbelievable, and Lodi is coming good. You guys just have to believe me on Lodi. He's going to be one of our best players in the second half of this season. The problem with this team is the balance. The problem with this team is Cooper's headache with Gibbs-White and how he's playing him. He wants to play him in the middle. And the solution for it is really, really simple. This is the team that's probably going to start tonight. But let me show you the team that should be starting tonight. Before you guys go all loopy, psycho, and crazy about the inclusion of Dennis, hear me out first, right? So I've gone with the 4-2-3-1. I think that this is such a beautifully balanced team in terms of what it does offer us. The back four is whatever, man. I can't change the two centre backs. I've already said it should be Niakate on the left, Bolly on the right. In fact, probably tonight I would go Bolly on the right and McKenna on the left-hand side and look at dropping Worrell. But anyway, that's by and by. What it for me is about is the shape of the front five or six. Yeah, six. That's what I meant to say. When he goes up front, what that will do is release Morgan Gibbs-White in the hole in behind and allow him to operate where he's been best, which is in the middle. The problem is when we play the 4-3-3, if he was going to play Gibbs-White out on the left or right, we take away from the strength of his game, and then Gibbs-White will naturally drift into the middle. So slap him where he should be in the middle. SCARPA has to start. I'm sorry, Jono, as much as I love him, he doesn't look up. We saw that example in Chelsea. He still doesn't feel like he's fully involved in the game or that he's fully like committed. I'm not questioning his commitment. I'm saying the perception of what we're seeing. And then Dennis, I know he's apparently leaving, which in itself is stupidity. We're probably going to lose money on that deal. And he's played 3 games from the beginning. In those 3 games, you could argue his stats look quite decent. A goal and an assist in 3 games. Pretty decent return. And the cameo appearances, you can't really count them. If Dennis were to get a run in the team, I know Rad Dad calls him snake pass. He doesn't pass the ball and what have you. But he's not been given his chance and it's probably too late. So in that left position, put who you want. I don't really care. Maybe you could put SCARPA on the left and Jono on the right. I'd be okay with that. But by doing that, we give ourselves balance. And more importantly, we put a number 9 up front. In terms of the sitting 2, Freuler playing in that position is his Switzerland position. He will get higher up the pitch doing it. And then if you have a Yates or Mangala, I can't split them. I'd even put O'Brien there as the 3rd option. I just think they would be more the holding player. Free up Freuler. Against Southampton, we can be more aggressive and more attacking. Why not? We've seen too much low block football this season. This has to be the game where the handbrake is fully released and we see Forest go out and attack. I know it's big of me to say, seeing that we've scored 1 goal away from home and have double that in points all season so far. But we know we've got a good team. We know we've got good players. Play them in the right formation, play players in the right positions, and we're going to see a hell of a difference of the team. Do you agree with this team? Do you not like it at all? As always, let me know down in the comments below. In terms of Southampton, there's not too much we've got to worry about. Obviously, my biggest concern is Lodi's sliding tackles at the moment. He needs to stay on his feet. If we're to give Ward-Prowse a free kick in and around 25, 27 yards out, we could be in trouble. Outside of that, honestly, all their other players are a bunch of village idiots that they've picked up somewhere in Portsmouth. So we don't need to worry too much about that. Stop the free kicks, we stop their goals. They haven't scored in open play in about 16 years. So we don't need to worry about that. What we need to make sure we do is not be complacent. If we go there and play Steve Cooper low block football, then basically all that's going to happen is the ball is going to be parked on the center circle and no one's going to touch it because Southampton aren't an aggressive team at home. This is the battle of the worst home team versus the worst away team. So go figure what you think the scoreline will be off the back of that. I think for me, if he plays, we win 4-0. If he doesn't play, we win it 1-0. And it's going to be a scrappy, ugly ass game. So start SCARPA and everything changes and everything fits in. Do you agree with that or do you not? Let me know your score predictions down below. We, of course, will have the watch along from 7 p.m. for you guys tonight. I'm going to be so hyped for it. I'm going to be pissed off if Scarpa's not playing. I'll let you guys know now. I'm pre-warning you. That will start around 7 p.m. tonight, as p.m. even tonight. As always, we'll have the player ratings following that, where you guys and the members can get involved in scoring the players as Forest go and smash Southampton and get out of the relegation zone for the last time this season. Thank you so much for watching. We may be back in a few minutes with a transfer update, so keep an eye out for that video. Please do, as I requested with my begging bowl earlier, do not forget to give the video a quick like, subscribe if you are new here. Become a member if you want to help us. It's only 99p on the silver membership. We'll see you tonight. Come on, you Reds.